Thokozani, sanibonani. Yeah, in this video, I want to share my greatest learning for, over the weekend. We had a ceremony called Umhlonyane. Umhlonyane, it is a coming of age ceremony that is done for a girl child when they start having their periods, when they've activated their multiplication codes. So that's when this Umhlonyane happens. Now, there's quite a few things that happened, but I'm doing this particular video because I want to save this information so that I can also remind myself and also obviously sharing it with you, because I'm also one of those people. When I get to learn something, I also come and share, because I also, as we share, we learn anew. Also, we get to understand things at a deeper level. Now, guys, there's an elderly guy that we were with over the weekend, and he was explaining the significance of a cow, or he was just explaining what the cow, the different parts of the cow, inkomo, the different parts is and why those particular parts are given, although I may not remember everything, but I'm just going to share the different way he was explaining that when we slaughter a cow, for an example, the first thing, the reason that we are slaughtering a cow, we are slaughtering a cow when we are in celebration. So I know many times, many of us, we think that when there's death, it's not a celebration, but it is actually a loss. But us as Africans, we always understood that when something dies, there's always a birth that is happening at the same time. And so when there is death this side, there is birth on the other side in the spirit realm. As a result, then we will slaughter a cow because there is a celebration, that we are having this particular a celebration for this person. So then that's when we'll slaughter a cow. We'll also slaughter a cow when they've got any other form of celebration, either it's a wedding, graduations, any big celebration. When we are having like real celebrations, then we'll slaughter a cow. So he was explaining because when we have these, and you should say, this Mina, guys, by the way, I was born and bred in the urban areas, so I'm just learning these things anew, meaning that I'm learning these things fresh as I go, as I get even more older. So he was explaining that now each cow, part of the cow, when what I've been observing in in this side of KZN, where kuthiwa khishwa inyama yesithebe, yabona, ukhishwa inyama yesithebe, and then isiphuma ngithebe. I always thought, because there's boys that are eating by themselves, and then elderly men, and then there's women, married women, then there's abogoko, there's kishwa kanjalo. I always thought people are just being given that in terms of their role. But I also didn't know that the cow itself, ikishwa ngeyithebe, meaning that the certain part, the women, they get given, or girls, or girl children, or amantombazana, they get given this type of meat as well, and so forth, So I'm just going to share indaba yelo, which I found very profound. For an example, umnumzane or ubaba, meaning that the father of the house, they will always get umkhono, which is the hand. They will get the part that is regarded as isandla or umkhono in the cow. And kulo mkhono, meaning, my understanding, those are the front legs. I should say it's a four-legged. So that is umkhono. The right one, it is for ubaba. So they will get that. and obviously the reason that Ubaba will get umkhono is because the father represents the action, you know, the physical aspect, the nature, the provider, and so forth. So hence again they were given that right umkhono, meaning that to represent the masculinity, the masculine aspect. And then umama, or let me go to abogogo, but they will get what they call iqolo, which is the you know, the bottom part of the cow, just underneath. When you're looking where the spine starts, we will call what do you call it, in a woman, or in a not in a woman, in a human person, in a human will talk about this part that is just above your bums and going up just, or that part, that is your lower abdomen. Yeah, abdomen, the lower abdomen, that is what we call it all. And that is the part, remember, and that is said. For an example, when we are paying ilobolo, they will ask ukuthi iqolo la libiza or ukhalo, you know, lubiza kangakanani, meaning that how much can we honor, or what is it that we can give in honor of you guys carrying this child, you know. So that part that carries, you know, even when the cow is pregnant, you know, so that part is given to elderly women, abogogo, you know, the grandmothers. Obviously, because the grandmothers, as we know, the grandmothers are the ones that that starts a family, you know. It starts through like the my generation. So for me, my grandmother. So when I get married, it is said that I'm coming at the site with my grandmother, or the energy of my grandmother. You know, obviously, because the grandmother, when she was pregnant with my mother, I was in also with her as a seed, you see. So that's where the connection with the grandmother is. So then the party will be given to the grandmothers, because either you are female or male, you were also a seed within her. So yeah, so then abogogo bathola iqolo, and iqolo it also combines the part your spine, you know, that umgogodlo. It combines that part, which is the spine, which I found very, very interesting. You know, abogogo insika. Yabona uzobasho ukuthi abogogo insika, kanti that's what it means, the pillars, you know, because that's what the spine is. The spine, it is the pillar of this body, which is then explains why in our, especially in our culture, abogogo, they are venerated ngalendlela, meaning ukuthi bathathwa njengezinto abantu ababaluleke kakhulu, because they are the spine of the family. Hence, even in our homesteads, they will always make sure that there's a house specifically called indlu kagogo, you know, because they are the spine of this particular family. So I found it very, very, very profound. So then abogogo badla iqolo, and including umgogodlo. Then bese the girls, or the married women and the girls, they will eat the bathina amasides, which is inhlangothi. You know, then the other ones, they will get the left, the other ones will get the right. But whether the child is married or not, in the family, like if they will get that, yeah, when they are married or not, they will get inhlangothi, the children of the family. Now, then the women, or the mothers now, the mothers include the wife, the woman that married into the family. Those are the women. Then they are given the breast. No, not only the breast, but it's fuba, you know, the top part. Because now that top part is the one that also carries the breast in a human, because all of these things, they are taken in a form of a human. So they will get the breast. Yeah, and then the women, they will get not the breast, but the in the top, the lower part of the body. You know, they will get also not the lower part, the upper part of the body, the front. They will get that part, and then yeah, because of they are the ones that gives, that the ones that they nurture, they are the ones that breastfeeds, guys. Anyway, then the men and yeah, the men will also, or the boys, the boys of the family, including the men, they will also get the head. They will also get the head. Actually, but the boy children, they also get lo munyum. You know, as far as the guy explained, they get the other umkono because they play that role with the father, and then they will also get the head, as because they are obviously the head of the family. So then they will eat that aspect, you know, and then everybody else that has been invited, the community at large, then will then give them the legs, because abantu bokuhamba, and that's what the legs are there for, to walk. So it's the people that you are calling or coming from the different walks of life, then they will be receiving, they will get le milenze. Guys, mina, I'm just in awe. I'm just in awe of our history. I'm in awe of our power. I'm in awe of our knowledge systems. I'm in awe of our education. I honestly didn't know any of these things. So I'm just in awe, because wow, to me it's like wow, wow, wow. Now I know, even can be said, maybe now I'm sharing this with you, and I'll be able to share it with my uncles, my children, and everybody else, males, that because now so they need to know what it is that they are taking out, and so forth. Guys, I'm in awe. I'm in awe. And what is interesting is that isisu, you know, when there's a wedding, isisu, which is the intestines, that part, the two families exchange, because now lumdana wentombazana, the girl child useyongena ngale, now the boy child, so we exchange isisu, that we are now, you have taken off ours and we have taken. It's no longer this thing that we are subscribing to, which you are, when you are the only one that has been disowned, you are no longer part of family, this one is still, no. Hence then they will say in this site, we welcome you to our child, and that side you also become their child. Guys, I'm in awe. I'm just in awe. I found this very, very, very profound, which is why I had to come and share, because now if I leave it here, I know that I've put this here, and it's going to be received for generations and generations and generations, and people are going to get this knowledge that I also didn't know, and I'm sure many of you out there don't even know about these things. But if you do let us know. Do share with what it is that you know, what it is that you understand, about what it is that I've shared here, or even more, maybe that I didn't get from that grandfather that was there. And by the way, it was not even a family member. It was just somebody that was invited because his guidance was needed on something that the family was doing, and because we don't really have an elderly person, so he was asked to come and assist. And it was through us sitting there engaging. Then because mina vele nami ngumakoti phela and sengumama wekhaya leli, so I was also part of that, which is how I ended up getting this information that I'm sharing with you. And I trust that you will also pass on the message, you will share with others, you will also maybe research on these things more. Guys, let's just educate each other. Let's just educate each other and get better at just being ourselves and own these beautiful and powerful information that we possess, and knowledge, because it's not just information, it is sacred knowledge. So please remember again, to share, share with others. And most importantly, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what it is that you know. Thank you so much.